Canon published a futuristic design of a 1 series camera in a recent patent application. The design shows a rather large hole in the front of the EOS R1, allowing for a better grip. But does it mean that we won't get any sort of articulating LCD? Well, stick around after this short message for all the details. But first, subscribe to stay up to date on the latest camera news. And for all the minor news stories, all those news stories not quite big enough to have their own separate video, follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. Japanese patent filing JP 2021-117300, filed on January the 23rd, 2020, and published August the 10th, 2021, provides an image capturing device which provides good grip in both horizontal and vertical positions, reducing the risk of dropping the camera when changing from a vertical to a horizontal position or vice versa. And if you take a close look here, you'll see that the blueprints indicate some sort of large L-shaped pass-through, a hole right through the camera that allows us to grip the camera better. Not sure it's a hole? Well, here's another angle of it. It's definitely a hole. This is definitely a pass-through, and that's what the text says of the patent application. I know what you're thinking. If this patent application was filed before the Canon EOS R3 was released by a considerable margin, then why didn't Canon decide to use this for the Canon EOS R3? And that's a very good question. Now, perhaps this grip was being saved for the Canon EOS R1. Maybe it was one of the prototypes being tested. Or maybe Canon just decided that this was too much of a radical design. However, the design does give us a glimpse into Canon's future designs of 1 and 3 series cameras. The top of the camera is sloped right up to the EVF, not giving you that bump that we traditionally get. And once again, we've got a fixed LCD. And if you'll recall, the Canon EOS R3 doesn't even have a fixed LCD. Canon decided to go with an articulating or flippy LCD. Though I would rather see a fully articulating LCD like the Sony A7R5. And I think when it came to the Sony A7R5, that fully articulating LCD, it hit a home run. For video shooters who wanted to actually flip the LCD out to the side, it could do that. And if you had things plugged in, well, you could actually pull the LCD out a little bit, then flip it, and the cables wouldn't get in the way. However, if you were a birder, you're doing wildlife or sports fast action photography, and you've got the camera here, and you bring the LCD right out here, then you can look straight down the barrel without looking off to the side, and it's really distracting having an LCD that flips out to the side. But to have it fixed to the camera body when you're in a position like this or off kilter, I find that a fixed LCD just doesn't work. I really do hope that the Canon EOS R1 does use some sort of fully articulating LCD like we saw with the Sony A7R5. I think it's a terrific design. It works for everybody. Now, it's not as durable as a fixed LCD, but I think we can all attest to having a fixed LCD is, well, from the days of the dinosaur. It just doesn't work today. I'd actually be surprised if Canon follows through with this design, giving us a fixed LCD. Canon's 1 series has always been their best of the best, and the best LCD on the market right now is from Sony. And these blueprints, these designs of a future 1 series camera, the Canon EOS R1, or perhaps even an R3 Mark II, are simply that. They're designs. They're not a promise of what we'll get, but they do give us a glimpse into Canon's design philosophy, their idea of where they could see this camera design going. I certainly don't like a fixed LCD, but I do like that radical thinking of the hole for better gripping, and it looks like it would be a breeze to operate. The overall design? I don't know. I like this. What do you think? However, if you're tired of waiting for the Canon EOS R1, then one thing you should consider right now is the Canon EOS R3. It's on sale. $47.99 at B&H, Adorama, and your local camera store, and I've got links in the description down below for both B&H and Adorama. And if you're interested in buying anything else from Adorama, B&H, or Amazon.com, then please consider using my affiliate links down below in the description, these guys right here, because I get anywhere from 2 to 12% back, which goes back to funding this channel, allowing me to purchase really incredible cameras and lenses, such as the lens I was just holding up earlier, the 200 to 800, the 100 to 500 millimeter, and of course, what exciting cameras we're supposed to be getting this year. The R5 Mark II for sure, because I need a second camera. And the Canon EOS R1, well, the jury's out on that one right now. I'm waiting to see what the actual R1 specifications are going to be, lining up those capabilities with what I'm looking for, and only then will I make a decision. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see. We're supposed to be getting an announcement by Canon within about a week before CP+, whether it's a development announcement, a full-blown announcement where we'll be able to do a pre-order. That remains to be seen, and that's why I have smart pre-order links in the description down below, or actually in the header right here, footer, because as soon as the embargo is lifted, you'll be able to pre-order it. So go ahead and copy these links down, save them in your browser, and then as soon as that embargo is lifted, it'll save you time in pre-ordering, because you won't have to go searching for the links. You'll already have them. You'll just have to click on refresh. But that's it for now. Have yourself a great week, and most likely we'll see you here again soon. Cheers.